In subsequence to our challenge to chartered accountant, few students of the chartered accountant community came on our YouTube channel and they mentioned the name of a gentleman, Sanjay Saraf. By the way, I never met this gentleman, Sanjay Saraf, personally, but I heard about him. We know that ITO, which is one of the, I would say, the central locations we have in New Delhi and not far from Institute of Chartered Accountant of India office at ITO, you know, there are so many coaching classes and so many centers which we have. By the way, I will again repeat my challenge to the chartered accountant community. And this time the challenge is a little different. If any of the so-called Sanjay Saraf, and some kid called me and said that there are teachers like Praveen, Pradeep and all these, you know, in the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, they have their big, you know, all these institutes where they're teaching strategic financial management. If any of the so-called Sanjay Saraf or so-called Pradeep and Praveen, whatever their name is, if they are able to beat Treasury Consulting in FX and IFRS, let me repeat, FX and IFRS, hedge accounting and commodity derivatives, then I will increase the offer to 25 lakhs. Although I really don't think that these people deserve 25 lakh, but I again repeat that if people like Sanjay Saraf and Praveen Pradeep, whatever their name is, if they're able to beat Treasury Consulting in IFRS and foreign exchange, then I will give him 25 lakh. Else, you need to surrender your degree and you need to close your institute with an apology that you do not know the subject and you are teaching to the people. That apology you need to write. And guys, by the way, I am challenging CA in IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standard. And surprisingly, that none of the CA came and accepted that challenge. In fact, what I said that a chartered accountant is always in a frame which is tax, tax and tax. What happened that they always mention tax. You know, in fact, I will extend that challenge to the INDAS, Indian Accounting Standard, which is a copycat of IFRS. If you look and read Indian Accounting Standard, which is being published by Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. And by the way, I have published many books for Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, and I have the proof of that. If you see the Indian Accounting Standard, you will see that it is a copycat of IFRS. In fact, at most of the places, it's a sheer copycat. So it is a quite surprising element for me that Institute of Chartered Accountant of India or the so-called writers, those who wrote these books, they have not used their mind, they just copied. And I hope that the sensible chartered accountants would at least acknowledge that INDAS is a copycat of IFRS. We have US GAAP, you know, which is a rule-based approach. We have IFRS, which is a principle-based approach. INDAS is a copycat of IFRS. So we are talking about an institute who not even know how to create accounting standard. What they did, they just copycat IFRS. INDAS 109, which is shortly refers AS 109. Previously, we had AS 30 and AS 31. All our AS 30 and 31 are the copycat of US GAAP 157 and 133. I worked in American companies for 10 years, so I know that how these AS 30 and 31 will get actually done and how the hedge accounting and how to resolve that. You know, so my challenge is to so-called Sanjay Saraf and Praveen Pradeep, whatever their name is, you know, if you have guts, come guys, talk to me, okay? Because I don't know whether institute will do anything or not. I don't know what you're being taught, what you are teaching to these young kids on the name of strategic financial management. But I challenge you, we have a live YouTube debate using Thomson Reuters. Live YouTube debate using Thomson Reuters, and using Thomson Reuters, I would let you know that how exactly derivatives in price. To conclude the discussion, I'll let you know that if you open Amazon.com or if you open the Google Books, Treasury Consulting is the first company and the only company in the globe, those who selling the derivative contracts on Amazon. 99% people feel that Amazon is all about pen, pencil, sharpener, rubber, toothpaste, cup, t-shirts and all. Basically all tangible. Treasury Consulting is selling derivatives on Amazon. If you do not trust, Amazon.com and type Rahul Magan, you will see that. Our competence in the derivative contracts can easily be seen across the globe. And once we challenge people, and come on, you chartered accountants, do not pass the buck to the CFA people. Okay. Either accept the challenge or accept that you do not know foreign exchange. And by the way, guys, just let me know, if you do not know foreign exchange, or you himself acknowledging on the LinkedIn and another platform that you are a competent authorities in the taxation, God knows till what extent you are competent, then how come you get the bank audit? In the bank audit, there is a dedicated part which is the foreign exchange. If any big four, which is EY, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, BDO or GT, if they are auditing the balance sheets, then it's quite clear that the bank's balance sheet have the derivative contracts, or they don't. Anyone who is listening this video, let me know that bank's balance sheet do not have a derivative contract. It means you are auditing the derivative contracts. And if you are auditing the derivative contracts, then how can CA fraternity say that you are not a master of foreign exchange? Come on, it's a contradictory statement. One side, you are acting as an auditor, and the auditee is banks. Okay, and you guys are doing the bank audit. I know that, then how can you say that you're not an expert of foreign exchange? It means it's a conflict of interest. And if it is a conflict of interest, then it means that the audit work which you people are doing is not up to the mark. As simple as that. That is why you're not confident. We are doing foreign exchange consultancy, treasury consultancy across the globe, a cash-rich company. Come on, even best bank of the globe cannot challenge treasury consulting in foreign exchange. Even JP Morgan cannot challenge treasury consulting in foreign exchange. Forget are the Indian banks. And if JP Morgan or any other bank feel that they can challenge treasury consulting in foreign exchange, we are ready to accept the offer right now. This is our competence. We always rely on our competence. We can even challenge the big banks of the globe and say that how can you say that treasury consulting is not or you can say that we do not know foreign exchange. So chartered accountant and the people of India need to understand one thing very clearly with the open brain, that one side, these guys are auditing the banks. They do the bank audit work. Other side, they come in the public domain and pass the buck to the CFA. And one comment I already got on the LinkedIn, they pass the comment to the CFA and they say that you go and talk to the CFA people. Come on, it's a conflict of interest. But still, if any chartered accountant remains competent and feel you can make it happen, my number is 9899242978. I repeat, 9899242978. You open YouTube and type Rahul Magan. And if you get some time, then let your Sanjay Saraf know that I challenged him. Okay. And this time the prize money is not 20 lakhs. It is 25 lakhs. Let me see how competent is Sanjay Saraf, but there is a clause. It would happen on the live Reuters. It would happen using live YouTube. And once he lost, within 10 minutes, he will lost. Then he will close his institute, surrender his degree with a public apology that he do not know the subject which he is teaching since years to the young kids. Okay? And if you do not note, 9899242978 to Sanjay Saraf. Have a good time. Not to Sanjay Saraf, to the all teachers like Sanjay Saraf. Have a good time, mates.